Okay, so hopefully this is getting close to the end now, and I'm going to do the figure. And so you have to think about colours here. So first of all, being the coward I sometimes am, I'm going to do the safest bit, which is his legs. Actually, that might not be super safe, but I don't have to think about colour yet, because I'm just going to give him some brown. Mix it up with this dark brown pants. So it's not super safe though, because I've got to do a dry brush effect, and so I need to wipe my brush on here a lot, test it on my scrap paper, yep, and then do it. And remember, this paint here, it's a bit wet, so you're picking up some of that wetness, so that will make it more difficult to do a dry brush effect. And I've done his pants way too big. Double the size. Look at that. Okay, so we've now got a bigger figure. Okay, so I think a white top would be really nice, but it means it's going to be a bit more difficult. Okay, I'm going to go for a blue top. I'm going for my turquoise. Does that look kind of, you think a hiker would have turquoise shirt? I'm not sure about that, right? But at least it's going to stick out, and that's important. Okay, so I'm altering this figure now. Okay, and I have to get a bit closer now, because he's got an arm coming out here, a hand here, and he's got an arm coming down here. You need to try and make your figures dynamic. Okay, and he's going to have a head there. Okay, next thing is head. So just make a kind of black. So phthalo blue, burnt umber, red. Okay, and then we go add a bit of water. Add some more water. So maybe I'm going to give him a white hat. So there is going to be a bit of white in there, and it's going to stick out. And that's what we want, because we want the viewer's eye to go straight to this figure. Okay, maybe his head is a bit too big. Okay, then normally I would let this dry a bit, but because I'm on the video, I don't like making lots and lots of clips, because it just takes a long time uploading them. So anyway, I've got some blue, a touch of this cobalt blue. I've got some white, a touch of cobalt blue, and gives you a kind of grey. And yeah, it looks a bit like Captain Scarlet, but okay, that head looks a bit too big, but we'll go with it. Okay, it's within the range. Next thing is, where are my shadows? Where's the light coming from? I think it's coming from over here. So one of the most important things, fairly early on in your painting, determine the light source. Okay, which I didn't do. It doesn't matter too much, because his legs are being a bit hidden by these grasses, but I think if we add a shadow, it will be better. So cobalt blue, alizarin crimson, too much. Cobalt blue. That's it. That's it. That's it. Getting there. And then wipe it. Mix it. Like that. And then finger time. Amazing. I'm a finger painter. Okay, and then let's do his I don't like that hat. It's really not, it's not very easy to see, is it? But anyway, shall we make it red? Red's really going to stick out, isn't it? I might. Okay, so I'm going to do skin colours now. So white and a touch of yellow ochre, and maybe try some of this brilliant orange. It's kind of fun, the kind of colours you can, skin colours you can make. It's like pretty endless. I sometimes use burnt sienna or burnt umber. I often use just brilliant orange, to be honest, but now I got a bit more sophisticated, and so now I tend to play around with different varieties. But in the beginning, I just did brilliant orange. I was just copying Alvaro, whatever. He's my hero. And that other guy, whose name I can't pronounce. Why do they have such difficult names? Should be called Gareth. That's an easy name, right? Okay, John. John is better. John is an easy name. Or a name that sounds really cool, like Jose. Jose sounds cool, doesn't it? I like the name Jose. I'd love to be called Jose, or, you know, some of these Spanish names. Okay. It's not really popping out, is it? That's why sometimes just doing brilliant orange, it's good because it works. It really pops out. Okay. Next, his walking sticks. Yeah. American people, I don't think they know about this, but in England, oh my goodness, look at that. That's like a staff. Okay. Damage control time. Oh, so if you get in there quick, you can sometimes fix it. So, goodness me, I'm not painting Gandalf. That would be fun though. And then another one here. Yeah, but in Europe now, it's pretty cool to have these walking. They don't call them walking sticks, you know. I mean, that wouldn't sell them if they called them walking sticks, right? I think, I don't know. But a lot of people use them, and I like them because it makes the figure look really interesting. It just adds, you know, thicks and thins. Whenever you do a shape, if it's got thicks and thins in it, you're on to a winner. And if you have to, just add them. It's that contrasting, right? Okay, come on, red. Okay, let's give him a bright red hat. Make it a bit smaller. His previous hat was too big. Oh, yeah. No, he really looks like Captain Scarlet. You probably don't know Captain Scarlet, right? And the Mysterons. Oh, look at that. That's not bad, right? I think the skin colour is like, it's just a bit too pinky, don't you think? I'm not sure if it looks natural. But let's leave it to dry. And then, actually, let's just do our white highlights. I should leave it to dry, but I think I can do all of this in one go. But yeah, I think this painting overall has worked. I think maybe the sky, maybe I should have done it more, is it graded? So up here, a bit more of a bluer and a bit lighter, more transparent. I mean, it should be transparent, right? But do you know what I'm saying? I think maybe it's not quite right. I think this bit here is excellent. I'm so happy about that. This, it's okay. I think I need to do my darks again. So that's really difficult to do. The path here is great. This is not bad. And this is good. So yeah, it's really good to assess your work. Think about, where's the sun coming from, Gareth? Yeah. So normally I'd wait for the whole figure to be super dry and then do this. But it's only because of the video and my laziness that I'm not going to wait. Well, I am quite busy. Okay, that's pretty okay. I feel like this area needs something. A few more dry grasses. Okay. If I can do these well, it will really be good. But splay those hairs. Now, I'm not sure that's any good because you can't really see it. So let's go for some darker green. Yeah. Okay, wish me luck. And then, yeah. So that's not too bad. And here we are again. When is enough enough? And I'm making them all look the same. I know your game. Mr. Brain. I know. It's the brain again. Doing its thing. Got to make one really big maybe. So when you do something like that, even if you just totally mess it all up, just pat yourself on the back because you tried. Yeah, I quite like that. And I think just a few dark stones. Is he overdoing it? Not sure. Could be. And if you've got little bits of white, use them as like the highlight of a stone or something. Might even do a few really big rocks. It will give an artificial sense of perspective. Yeah, I think that. One more. It's a tough game. Or difficult to guess. I think that's it. And maybe over here we can just give this a bit more of an edge. Like that. I think that works. And then I think I need to do something here with this. I'm not sure what. A few little darks. And what you can do is you can rub them in with your finger just to kind of blend them in. And I might do just some dry brush. Maybe it's a bit greener. And then just a few. So this is where we can do some nice brush strokes. And I know you're saying, Gareth, this is watercolour, mate. You know, transparency, not pasting it on. That's acrylic. And yeah, but I think we should always try and push it. I know what you're saying, but you know my philosophy now, right? If it works, do it. And of course, when you start to bend the rules, it's amazing how your ability to express things increases dramatically. Because look at that. I think that looks a lot better now. Okay, and I'm going to use yellow ochre now. Ooh, and I went a bit heavy. But hey, let's go with it. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe too much, but kind of interesting. But I need to get to a stopping point soon. Yeah, that's it. And maybe this grass, maybe that too. I'm going to do burnt umber mixed with all this stuff, and I'm just going to do a few rogue marks. Don't you like that? Rogue marks. Yeah, I did literature. About the only thing I was good at was making these odd phrases now and again. Rogue marks. Maybe that's original. Yeah, but you just want a few of these odd marks. Again, it's to break up this things being too regular. You know, there's got to be this kind of randomness. Yeah, although I did that in a fairly not so random way perhaps, but there you go. I think that helped. Yeah, I think that looks better now. I think that's it. I just think this figure, that blue is bothering me for some reason. Maybe I just need to dirty it up a bit, add a little bit of shadow here. Yeah, I think that looks a bit more natural. Okay, so, and also his cap. It needs just a touch of shadow maybe here. Yeah, looks just a bit more natural and fitting into the landscape. Okay, there we go. And should I even do? Oh my goodness, there's no stopping me now. Maybe some shadow there. Not sure about that. But maybe. So there we go. So this was a very fun painting to paint, and have a go. And I think there's a lot to learn here. A lot to learn about how to paint these interesting hills and how to create textures and variety, and also blank spaces. You need these spaces, right? It really adds to the painting. And then also how to do these little rocky bits on top of the hills, and then also how to do grass. I mean, that's very difficult, and splay those hairs on your brush, right? And then also dry brush for the path. Okay, so there we go. I think these might need a tiny bit of shadow. So cobalt blue, alizarin crimson. There we go. So there might be just a touch of shadow. Well, more than a touch with that one. And there too. And I think, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, I think that's looking quite exciting. Okay, so have a go and have fun. Bye for now.